Hey everybody, I hope you're well. This is just a quick video. I've decided just to do it, a short video with just my summing up of the Nicola Bulley inquest. I don't think it needs to be a long live stream. I don't want to start any more questions and any more theories and speculations. And I have had a hell of a lot of emails with more information, possibilities, accusations of who it could be and whatnot. And guys, this has been going on for months. I did go quiet on it and wanted to wait till the inquest, and we've had the inquest, and though I don't agree with the inquest, I think we have to leave it there unless anything new comes up. If we have any new information of any significance, then of course we'll look at it. Now, people are asking about the man in black. Now, I find it very, very odd that the man in black was only brought up at the inquest. The police didn't put anything out about the man in black. They mentioned two fishermen that were seen on CCTV, but that come to nothing. We didn't even hear anything on that after. But we never heard about this witness seeing the man in black that morning with, well, next to Nicola. That was completely covered up. It was so bizarre. Now, the witness that's seen him made a statement. He didn't actually appear at the inquest or even via video link like Penny did. He actually did a statement. I think it's Richard Fife, his name, and he said he's seen a man in black, 6'1", which from a distance, I find that really weird thing to say, exact height. You just say just over 6 foot. And I think that is a big question, who that is, but I can't answer that. All I can say is that locals have been in contact and told me that it is a local fisherman. They know who he is. He apparently does YouTube videos and he's local, and apparently he was seen that morning without his fishing tackle, according to several witnesses from St. Michael, and that was him. Now, it's up to them what they do with that information. I would say if anyone's got any information to go to the police, I'm not going to do anything with it. I'm not going to blame anybody or make any accusations. It could be totally innocent. But, you know, these people who have seen this person and they've seen him at the caravan park, if it is the man in black, then why doesn't he just come forward and say it was me and I was doing such and such? Why don't the people that have reported it to me report it to the police? I'm not going to get involved in any more conspiracies or anything like that. You guys know how I feel about this. I think that Nicola did not fall. I don't believe Nicola committed suicide. I think it should have been an open verdict. There's no evidence of an accident, and I've said this all along. There are no marks on the floor. There is no evidence whatsoever that Nicola went in at the bench, and there is no evidence whatsoever that Nicola fell. If anything, there's more evidence that she was pushed because there's a man in black. So there's more chance, if there's a strange man there, then there's more chance of a third party involvement rather than a not. So to me, there's no evidence of actual harm, but there's no evidence of not harm. But you've got a third party there. It's an open verdict. It should have been an open verdict. Now, people are saying, did the family want the open verdict because of insurance purposes? I don't know. I really don't know whether the Nicola was insured. I'm guessing she was because she sold the stuff, but I just don't know. I think we have to accept that we're never going to know the truth on this unless the girls come forward when they're older, her girls, and decide to look into it themselves. And forensics may have changed by then. There may be new information that they can use or whatever. I don't know. But I, for one, am no longer going to be talking about this. It's took me a couple of weeks to process all the inquest and everything else. I still think Skip Paul, aka Shit Creek, is a big part of this. I don't believe that Nicola committed suicide, and I don't believe it was an accident. There's no explanation. The phone was apparently found on the floor originally, which would go along more with her being pushed or taken. Then it appeared on the bench, and now it's always, there's so many red flags. And then the fact that the psychic found her, and the psychic wasn't even asked to be at the inquest. Peter Falding wasn't asked to be at the inquest. The reconstruction video the police did was at the wrong time of year, and he pushed himself over the weir, and it was so biased. You can hear him talking. It's on my channel, the video. It's awful. It was so biased. So there's just nothing that inquest didn't prove anything. It left more questions. But we'll just go round and round in circles. So at the end of the day, I for one need to just sit back now and accept that is what the family want. They want the inquest to say an accident, and that's what they accept. So therefore we have to go along with that. I know there'll be people out there that will still keep going on, and I think it will just send you mad going around in circles. You're never going to achieve anything. The police don't seem to care. What can we do? I know that Chris at Substack has been doing some good work, and he has been writing to the Home Secretary and stuff, and that's brilliant. If it'll come to anything, I don't know. I have no idea. But I hope he gets somewhere. I really do. He's done some fantastic work. I just want to add as well, no one's bullying me to stop. It was my decision. Some of the trolls are still coming in, still coming out with the vile stuff. Absolute lies. I've never been to St. Michael. If I was ever going to go, I would just lay some flowers, stand by the bench and go home. As for Sharon going to find out if the door was kicked in, again, that was nothing to do with me. People are blaming me for that. Sharon is her own person. She lives locally. She was going past on the bus anyway, and she decided to go that day. And I think she went in a car that day and just pulled up and had a look through the bush. She couldn't see anything. And it was purely because rumours on social media that the door had been kicked in by police. So we were trying to debunk rumours that Paul's door had been kicked in. So Sharon went and had a look to see if the door had been kicked in, and it hadn't. We were actually trying to debunk the bullshit conspiracies that were going on online. And again, Sharon went on her own back. I never asked her to go. She went herself. So the people that are saying that I sent Sharon there, Sharon is her own person. She's a grown woman. She doesn't do anything for me or anybody. So it's just getting ridiculous with all the accusations, and it's just become a bitch fest. And all the groups, I've left all the groups bar one, and I'm just done with all the groups, and I have been done a long time ago. I want to say thank you to Eddie for the coverage that he did. There was a few of the YouTubers that covered this, and I think it's got really petty and really bitchy and really sad and pathetic. And some people are still covering it every single day because they're milking it for money. That just no. I just say just leave it alone now. Anyway, that's my summing up basically. It should have been an open verdict. I don't agree with the inquest verdict at all. Do I think that Paul did it? I don't. And I've said this before. I think Paul probably knows something, or maybe he wasn't I've heard from several sources that he wasn't a very good partner. I don't know how true that is. That's not my words, that's somebody else's sources very close to Nicola. So maybe that was why he was acting a bit shifty, because he knew that he didn't treat her right. I don't know. That isn't me saying that. Again, that is what I've been told by different sources. Did he do it? I don't think he did. I really don't. It could have just been an altercation over something and it went wrong. These things happen and it's been covered up as an accident. Or it could have been a hit. She could have been a spy. I've said this before. There are many military personnel in that area. You just don't know, do you? She could be in witness protection. It could be a psyop to bring in the online safety bill, which this looks like it could end up helping it. Again, you got people going there and aggravating the police. All it does is bring in more police powers. People that go and aggravate the police are actually, they're not helping. You guys may think that they're heroes, but they're not. They're actually making things worse, because the police are going to bring in new laws shortly that are going to stop us filming them because of people going up and filming the police. Now, auditors, to a certain degree, do a good job depending on what's going on. If there's something happening and the police are arresting somebody and you can see that they're not being treated right, then film them. But going up to police stations and going up to police who aren't bothering anybody and just filming them and aggravating them is just a public nuisance. You're going to get arrested, and it makes it look bad on everybody, and then they're going to stop everyone from filming the police. That is coming, folks. So that is another thing that has become ridiculous as well, with people going to St. Michael's and filming the police and causing a nuisance. It's actually giving people who are actually trying to investigate and get to the truth a bad name. Anyway, we'll have to see in the next few months when the online safety bill gets going again. Let's see whether there's any powers in there that say we can't talk about certain things online. And then if Nicola Bulley Case is brought up as an example, then I think we can all safely say that it was probably all a psyop. But for now, I don't know. I'm completely open to all the different scenarios. It's an open verdict. And I hope one day we get the answers. Anyway, thank you for listening for this final summing up. And I will be doing more true crime. We'll be moving on to different cases. So I'll be going through them soon on the channel. And until then, I'll see you on the next one. Bye.